Hi, it seems that the video, which I've called How to Better Work on Yourself or Effectively Work on Yourself, has been quite interesting for people. And the reason why I called it, or why I wrote there, the best version of you is not in the future, comes out of a realization which I want to share with you. It's realizing that out of you not being the person, the mind, or the body, then there is no improvement to be done on yourself. Because improvement can be done upon the mind, upon the person, and upon the body. You can improve the body in many ways, in its healthiness, in its activity. You can improve the mind with meditation, with knowledge, with learning new things, gaining new experiences. And you can improve the person on how it's needed in certain circumstances. You can improve the person depending on your situations. And I think it also comes from experience. But still, you are not those things. And that's why you cannot improve what you are. Because what you are is beyond all of those. And then this thing of there is no better version of you in the future is quite visible out of this. Because for you, future does not work. There is no future for the being or any past. Because the being, or better said, the time appears within the being. The time consumes the body and everything around, but the being consumes the time. This perception of time is still an effect within the consciousness. And for it to be an effect in consciousness, it does not, or it cannot affect the consciousness, because it is just another effect within it. So then, with awakening, you notice that time does not apply for you. Many lose the sense of time, within my experience included. Time is still there. You can still function within the time, because none of that disappears. But experientially, on the inside, there is no difference from yesterday and now, and there is no difference tomorrow. There will be different things happening. There will be fresh things. Every moment is fresh. It does not repeat itself. But the being is not moved. The being does not change. Because those laws do not apply for it. So then you notice, and the freedom in this is that even if you remember yourself 5 years back, 10 years back, I can remember 5 years back having thoughts of, this is where I am, this is how I am, and I need to improve upon it. And just remembering back to that situation, to that memory, there is no difference from those 5 years ago, and now for the being is no difference. There is just a different set of thoughts, and that's the only thing that is seen to change. Like the body, all other effects, but there was never a true improvement. There has been just a loss of identity with any of those objects, effects. So then it's quite funny to see that even those 5 years back, even 10, 20, 30, 40 years back, the time does not matter. And all those times back, this has been there too. And you see that you've never been like that. You've never been like this. What you remember, or any of the reference, you've been always like this, how you are now. But without all of those ideas, without the identity with the body. Just the pure sense of the self, clean of anything else, clean of any label and all of those things. So you see that there is no requirement for you to wake up to that, for anyone to wake up to that. And then if someone says that someone is more or less, or like this person did spiritual practice for 50 years, he is higher than me, is nonsense. That person who is spiritually, the person who is meditating for the past 60 years might be meditating as this person which is trying to get enlightenment. Or he might be meditating on the self, no longer a person, just abide in it. Those are greatly different. So it is quite noticing that even those 5 years ago, with the thoughts of I must improve something and I am a wrong person, I'm this anxious person who feels unloved, no one wants to spend time with him, or any of those thoughts were just thoughts. And the only thing that changed is that the conviction is gone. The identity is gone. And it could have happened those 5 years ago. But the possibility is there every moment. No matter what, every moment, there is the possibility of noticing it. So then if there is someone who is genuinely, authentically working towards this discernment and towards abiding in the self and just keeps letting go, surrender of any kind of reaction, idea, and just coming back to the heart, then I don't see a reason why they wouldn't wake up with this acceptance and with inquiry into what is this identity, who is doing all of this, who is seeing all of this, who is the one aware of all of that. And keep in mind that all that you are aware of is not really you. Aware of the body means you are seeing the body. Aware of the mind and thoughts, who is it that is aware of all of this? And inquiring into it can get you to the heart.